Get ready to dive into the world's most massive engineering marvels, or dams. These incredible structures help us harness water power, ensure our food supply, and even reshape our environment. Today, we're counting down the top 15 mega dams that will leave you speechless. Let's kick off this epic journey with number 15, Aswan Low Dam in the Philippines. This 0.2 billion powerhouse was built on Luzon Island's Agno River, about a 3-hour drive north of Manila. Construction wrapped up in 2003, and it now supplies electricity to thousands, while providing life-giving water for local farmers' crops. Talk about a win-win. The Aswan Low Dam in the Philippines is an engineering giant. Its massive wall stands at 656 feet tall and over 3/4 of a mile long. That's some serious real estate, holding back almost 5 square miles of water, totaling around 220,000 cubic feet. The dam's power station boasts an impressive 411 megawatt rating, delivering reliable energy to the region all year round, dry or wet seasons, no problem. And here's where it gets even cooler. By controlling the water levels, farmers can grow a diverse range of crops on over 273 square miles of land downstream. That's a game changer for local food production and helps the community thrive during tough times. Now, let's head to Canada for our next mega dam, number 14, Bennett Dam. Get ready to be awestruck by the Bennett Dam in Canada. This massive earth-filled dam stands at an incredible 610 feet tall and stretches for an impressive 1.3 miles. That's one long wall holding back water. The resulting Williston Lake is a whopping 680 square miles, making it a significant body of water. Named after British Columbia's former premier who played a key role in securing the $150 million needed to build it, this dam generates an incredible 2,700 megawatts of power from its 10 turbines. That's enough energy to supply around a third of all electricity needs in British Columbia. However, as impressive as this engineering feat is, we can't ignore the controversy surrounding the massive amount of forest land and wildlife that were lost due to the flooding. The dam also forced some First Nation communities to relocate or become isolated from their ancestral lands. A complex issue that highlights the importance of responsible development and respecting indigenous rights. Let's dive into another monumental dam, the Aswan Dam in Egypt. This massive embankment dam is not only the largest of its kind on our planet, but also holds a special spot along the Nile River. Built between 1960 and 1970, it was designed to harness the power of the mighty Nile and drive Egypt's economic growth. But before we get into that, let's talk about why the Nile's annual floods were so vital for ancient civilizations. They brought life-giving nutrients to the land, turning what would be a harsh environment into fertile grounds. However, those same floods weren't always predictable in terms of their extent. This uncertainty is something that engineers and historians have grappled with for centuries, as it significantly impacted agriculture and settlements along the riverbanks. The Aswan Dam's construction was a game changer, but it also marked a shift away from relying on nature's cycles, an intriguing trade-off between progress and tradition. Now, let's talk about how the Aswan Dam transformed the game for Egypt. For centuries, the Nile's unpredictable floods had been a double-edged sword, bringing life in one year but devastation in another. The completion of the Aswan Dam marked a monumental shift, as it put the power in human hands to control those floodwaters and harness them for good. This 364-foot-tall, 2.4-mile-long marvel has created Lake Nasser, an enormous reservoir covering over 2,000 square miles, packed with around 32 cubic miles of water. A feat that's not only regulated the Nile's flow, but also made irrigation and energy production possible on a massive scale, although it came at a cost. With 100,000 people relocated and historical sites lost, The dam is widely regarded as a resounding success for managing water along the lower parts of the Nile. With its impressive installed capacity to produce 2,100 megawatts of clean energy, the Aswan Dam stands as a testament to human ingenuity in shaping our environment to better suit our needs. Let's dive in and explore one of America's impressive feats of engineering, the Cochiti Dam in New Mexico. Located about 50 miles north of Albuquerque, this massive dam spans across the Rio Grande, standing at an incredible 251 feet tall and stretching an impressive 5.5 miles long. While it may not form a gigantic reservoir like some other dams, its purpose is just as vital. Behind the Cochiti Dam lies the picturesque Cochiti Lake, a popular spot for recreational activities, but its main mission is to regulate water flow from the surrounding area into the Rio Grande, ensuring the river remains healthy by minimizing sediment that could harm it. Let's dig into the history behind this incredible dam. Construction on the Cochiti Dam started back in 1965 when it was chosen as a national priority project, with the United States Army Corps of Engineers taking charge. After nearly 8 years of hard work, the dam was finally completed in 1973 and has since successfully fulfilled its goals. However, like many big projects, it came with a price. The Cochiti Pueblo people strongly opposed it from day one because their land, which was crucial for farming, got submerged underwater to form the lake. It took over 3 decades, but in 2001, the Army Corps of Engineers made amends by issuing an official public apology and have since been working on making things right with the community. Let's dive into an engineering marvel from Central Asia, the Nurek Dam in Tajikistan, built between 1961 and 1980. During the Soviet era, this massive dam was designed to light up homes with clean energy while also supporting local farmers with reliable water supplies. The Nurek Dam is a towering giant at almost 980 feet tall and stretches over 2,300 feet in length. Its one-of-a-kind design features a strong cement core surrounded by tons of rock and earth, creating an impenetrable barrier that's truly remarkable. But what really sets it apart is its energy powerhouse, 9 generators working together to pump out up to 3,000 megawatts of electricity. This made the Nurek Dam a total game changer for Tajikistan, and even today, it supplies around 70% of the country's entire power needs. But wait, there's more to the Nurek Dam's incredible story. The massive reservoir behind it isn't just a pretty sight, it's also a powerhouse of its own. Spanning an enormous 38 square miles, this water giant holds an astonishing 2.5 cubic miles of water. And that's not all. As the water flows through the dam's hydroelectric generators, engineers also cleverly channeled some of it to irrigate a massive 300 square mile stretch of farmland via an epic 8.6 mile long tunnel called the Dangara irrigation system. Now that we've seen how the Nurek Dam makes Tajikistan shine, let's shift our focus to Russia and check out another engineering marvel, the Samara Dam. Get ready to dive into Russia's water wonderland. The Samara Dam is an engineering beast that stands tall at 171 feet high and stretches for an impressive 1.7 miles. Talk about massive! As this incredible structure came to life, it created the Kubiashiv Reservoir, a behemoth of its own with an enormous surface area of 2,400 square miles and holding a staggering 13.7 cubic miles of water. But building this giant wasn't easy. In fact, it all started way back in 1910 as a bold idea, and to make it happen, tens of thousands of people were relocated. Can you believe that? The project was completed using prison labor, and the result is a powerhouse dam fitted with an impressive 20 turbines generating an incredible 2,400 megawatts of energy. This energy superpower helps Russia's unified power system run smoothly by covering peak loads and keeping the frequency stable. But here's the real magic. This dam was built to allow ships to keep sailing. That's right, a series of locks were cleverly designed to let larger steamer ships pass through with minimal delay. Pure genius. Let's head to California and explore one of America's incredible dams. Welcome to the San Luis Dam in Merced County. This amazing earth-filled embankment dam was built to be a water hero, collecting excess rainwater from the Sacramento-San Joaquin River Delta during those super wet winter and spring months. And then, when the dry season hits, this water superhero releases its stored waters to help keep everything green and thriving. The San Luis Dam stands tall at an impressive 382 feet high and stretches for a massive 1.5 miles. Talk about scale. This incredible project was completed between 1963 and 1968, and by 1969, the massive San Luis Reservoir behind it was filled to the brim. When this water wonder is full, it covers an astonishing 19.8 square miles and holds a whopping 0.6 cubic miles of water. That's one giant water tank. But that's not all. This incredible water storage system has a major impact on the region, supplying over 1 million acres in the San Joaquin Valley with the life-giving water they need to grow crops. And here's the amazing part: the San Luis Dam also helps generate power for thousands of homes. 8 turbines at the nearby William R. Fairbank power plant get moving when the water flows through, producing a whopping 424 megawatts of electricity. That's enough to make a real difference in people's lives. However, as our planet keeps changing, there are concerns that this vital dam might not be able to keep up with the future demand for water. That's why engineers are considering an exciting plan. Raising the San Luis Dam by 20 extra feet would mean even more storage space and help counteract those dry summer spells. It's a potential game changer for the region. Let's explore another giant of American engineering, the Oroville Dam, right here in California. Built across the Feather River near the city of Oroville between 1961 and 1968. This zoned earth-filled dam stands tall at an incredible 770 feet high. That's a record breaker as the tallest dam in the country, stretching an impressive 1.3 miles from one end to the other. It's a massive wall holding back Lake Oroville, which is actually California's second largest reservoir, covering an area of about 24.7 square miles when full. This water wonder can hold an astonishing cubic mile of water. That's enough to quench the thirst of millions. But here's where things get really interesting. Connected to Oroville Dam is the Edward Hyatt Power Plant, a powerhouse that stands as the largest underground facility of its kind in all of the United States, boasting an impressive 819 megawatts of installed capacity. Now, while it's generating electricity for millions, the dam's main job was actually to keep those pesky floodwaters under control and ensure there's enough water for irrigation during California's sweltering summers. It also feeds into the crucial California aqueduct system, a vital lifeline supplying water to the surrounding areas. However, Oroville Dam hasn't been without its share of close calls in recent years. There were worrying cracks discovered, plus some faulty machinery that raised concerns. But it was 2017's dramatic spillway failure that really put the dam and those living nearby at risk. When the spillway, which helps release excess water from the reservoir, gave out, there was a huge evacuation order for over 188,000 people in the area. Thankfully, though, after massive restructuring work, Oroville Dam is once again considered safer than ever before. Let's dive into number 7, Mangla Dam in Pakistan. Built over 4 action-packed years from 61 to 65 on the Jhelum River within Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, Mangla Dam was created to tackle the unpredictability of river flows and ensure irrigation throughout the year, all thanks to a treaty signed with India back in 1000. 960. This megastructure stands an impressive 482 feet tall and spans a whopping 1.9 miles wide. But here's the fascinating part. It wasn't alone. Along with it, engineers built a 3.2-mile-long dike and another smaller dam to create the breathtaking Mangla Lake, covering a surface area of almost 97 square miles. Let's fast forward to number 6, Gardner Dam in Canada. This incredible feat required a massive relocation effort. We're talking over 110,000 local residents, plus more than 280 towns and villages had to move out of their homes, with many taking this chance to start anew in the UK. The dam was initially a huge success, providing much-needed water for farmland, reducing flooding, and generating electricity. However, it soon hit a snag. Tons of sediment began building up, slowly but surely eating away at its capacity. In 2004, a major project raised the dam wall by a whopping 30 feet. But it's predicted that another lift might be needed within the decade. Now, let's head north to Canada for our next stop. Get ready to be amazed by our number 6. No, wait, I mean 5. The Gardner Dam in Canada is a colossal structure that stands at an incredible 210 feet tall and spans a whopping 3.1 miles across, making it one of the largest embankment dams on the planet. This engineering marvel has given birth to Lake Diefenbaker, boasting an impressive 2.3 cubic miles of water capacity. The lake's bounty doesn't stop there. 2 massive gravity-fed aqueducts funnel the water to several downstream reservoirs, supplying irrigation, drinking water, and more to surrounding areas. A $1 billion expansion project is currently underway, set to unlock even more land for this precious resource. But here's the cherry on top. The dam powers a 186-megawatt hydroelectric station at Coteau Creek, making it a clean energy powerhouse. Let's dive into our next incredible dam story. Buckle up, folks. Our next stop is the mighty Oahu Dam in South Dakota, USA, which sits majestically across the Missouri River and unleashes a reservoir so massive it stretches all the way into North Dakota, an incredible 231 miles upstream. Built between 1948 and 1962 to tackle flooding, improve navigation, generate power, and provide irrigation. This engineering marvel stands at an impressive 245 feet tall and spans a whopping 1.7 miles long. But here's the kicker. Its base is over 2/3 of a mile wide. Talk about massive. Lake Ohi, the reservoir behind the dam, covers an enormous 584 square miles and holds an astonishing 6.8 cubic miles of water. The power station connected to it boasts an incredible 786 megawatts from its 7 turbine generators, making it a clean energy giant. Get ready for more awe-inspiring dams as we count down. But what's often overlooked is that this incredible feat of engineering comes with a human story. While it brought recreation to the area, with an impressive 51 designated sites around the dam, its construction also had a profound impact on local communities, specifically the Cheyenne River Indian Reservation and the Standing Rock Reservation. Eminent domain took over 200,000 acres from these lands, displacing people and uprooting their way of life. The loss was more than just land. It meant losing homes, culture, and traditions that had been passed down for generations. Today, the effects of this displacement still resonate in these communities, a poignant reminder of the true cost of progress. Let's dive into an incredible engineering marvel in the Netherlands, the Hootribdek Dam. This massive structure has been a game-changer for the region, connecting the cities of Lelystad and Ankerhuis while splitting 2 massive lakes apart. The vision was to one day reclaim one of these lakes entirely, making way for more land and agricultural space. But what's truly mind-blowing is its sheer scale. This behemoth stretches an astonishing 18.6 miles long and stands at a whopping 223 feet wide. The hydroelectric dam showcases the Netherlands' determination to tame its low-lying landscape and build a safer, more sustainable future for its people. Next up, we're heading to Turkey to explore the massive Ataturk Dam, completed between 1983 and 1990. This engineering giant spans an incredible 1.1 miles across the Euphrates River, standing at a height of 554 feet. It's considered one of the world's top 3 dams. Can you believe it? But what's really cool is that it doesn't just stop at providing power and irrigation water, it also helps control flooding in the region. And if you ever find yourself nearby, be sure to check out the stunning views from this gargantuan dam. Now, let's dive into the impact of the Ataturk Dam on the Euphrates River. Behind this massive dam, the Ataturk Reservoir stretches out across a whopping 315 square miles. That's roughly the size of Rhode Island. The reservoir holds an enormous 11.7 cubic miles of water, and locals even refer to it as a sea. However, its construction came with a price. The river ran bone dry for over a month in Syria and Iraq when the dam first filled up. This has led to ongoing tensions between Turkey and its downstream neighbors, who accuse Ankara of deliberately withholding water, a concern that could become more pressing worldwide as global water scarcity grows. Get ready to be amazed by the Fort Peck Dam. Located near Glasgow, Montana, this colossal structure stands tall at 250 feet high and nearly 4 miles long. That's one massive dam, holding the record for the largest hydraulically filled dam in the US. It also gives birth to Fort Peck Lake, America's 5th largest artificial lake. What's even more mind-blowing? The reservoir stretches an astonishing 130 miles long, dips a whopping 200 feet deep, and boasts an incredible 1,500-mile shoreline. That's longer than California's entire coastline. But here's the deal. This incredible dam is nestled within a protected wildlife refuge, giving it a safe haven for decades to come. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers got to work on building Fort Peck Dam between 1933 and 1940, driven by a triple threat harnessing hydroelectric power, preventing devastating floods along the Missouri River, and keeping water quality top-notch. And while this dam was a game changer, it still holds some secrets from its past. You might be surprised to learn that during construction, disaster almost struck when a massive slide of material swamped a barge, forcing the team to think fast and save the day. But let's dive into another fascinating story, this time about a dam in Pakistan that holds a world record. Tarbala Dam, built over 8 years from 68 to 76 on the Indus River. This earth-filled wonder stretches an impressive 1.7 miles long and stands at an incredible 485 feet high. But what's truly remarkable is its strategic location. It was designed to secure water supplies for Pakistan after the historic Indus Water Treaty of 1960. This dam also showcases some serious engineering skills, as it spans a distance between an island and the riverbank, with 2 smaller dams and spillways blocking the other side. It's no wonder Tarbala Dam is considered the largest earth-filled dam globally. Now let's talk about Tarbala Dam's incredible impact. It's a water wonder that truly earns its title. Covering an enormous 100 square miles, this reservoir has a mind-blowing capacity of 3.4 cubic miles of water, with depths reaching up to 450 feet. But what's genius is how the site was chosen during the monsoon season. It's filled to the brim and then gradually releases its waters during the dry times, ensuring a constant flow downstream. This engineering magic also powers a massive station with 17 turbines, producing an impressive 4,800 megawatts. And get this, it's soon set to expand by almost 50%. With funding from major players like the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank and the World Bank, Tarbala Dam is being hailed as a beacon of responsible water management. While Pakistan still faces challenges with flooding, officials believe that these dams are just what they need, and more will be built to finally put an end to this threat forever. Before we wrap up, huge